Welcome, man. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Well, that's pretty much it, man. There you have it, man. Your girl, Stacy Abrams. I always want to say Stacy Abrams, but Stacy Abrams basically conceded. She did it in a way to say she's really not quitting, but it would be in the best interest of the state to move on. So I call it a concession. I consider it conceding. Now, she put up a good fight, but she essentially, Politico is reporting that Abrams says Kemp will be the next governor of Georgia, effectively conceding the race. So pretty much that's what she did. Now, she put up a good fight, man. What her problem was, from the very beginning, she was up against, a heavyweight. We're in Georgia. We're in Georgia, the reddest state, one of the reddest states. I mean, they say it's turning purple. I mean, who knows, man? I'm an independent, so whatever way the ball moves, I'm gonna vote for whoever fits my, interest, and that's the way we all should vote. But Stacy Abrams basically conceded. Now, like I say, the problem she had was from the very beginning. She was always under the impression that Kemp was gonna cheat. Now, she was slinging accusations like because he's the Secretary of State, that he has actually power over voter suppression. He can easily suppress the vote, mainly the minority vote, which normally go for Democrats. That was her main problem from the beginning. And I want to say this, man. If you don't have laws in place that will stop the current Secretary of State from being the Secretary of State while they're in the midst of running for a higher office, then just merely saying it's not going to change anything. Okay, I mean, you can get on national TV and just say constantly over and over and over again that he should recuse himself. He should recuse himself. He should not be Secretary of State while he's running for governor. What does any of that matter if there's no laws in place to prevent him from doing it? Now, just like anybody else, they will continue being in their role, acting in their role until they get another job. He basically would not quit his old job until he got a new job, which is governor. Now, isn't that what we teach, our kids or our young adults? We teach them not to quit a job until you get another job. Basically, that's what Kemp did. He held on to his Secretary of State job until he was assured he had another job, which is now governor. Now, moving forward, lawmakers should come up with create a law that will bar you from holding, especially a position like this, because again, you're over the election. How ironic is that? The guy over the election is in the midst of a higher office election. And just merely saying he should recuse himself is not going to change anything. Like I say, you can yell that out till you're blue in the face. It's not going to change it. So moving forward, I suggest Georgia put in a law that would bar anybody over the election to watch the election that they are running in. I've been hearing this on TV, TYT, all over the internet, man. But why he should recuse himself? Sure, he should recuse himself, but who's going to make him? There's not a law in place to make him. So she essentially conceded the race, man. She was up against a fight from the very beginning anyway. I mean, she brought in heavyweights. She brought in former presidents. She brought in Oprah. She brought in some heavyweights, and even they all knew she was up against a slog. So, I mean, kudos to Stacy, man. She put up a good fight. Who knows? We may see her again in another 4 years. I don't know. But until then, my suggestion moving forward, again, lawmakers, if you don't want this, Democrats that's in office now, put up a piece of legislation that states you cannot be Secretary of State while you run for high office. That way we won't have this problem next time. Now, is that going to change anything, the outcome now? No. I mean, what she was fighting for is all votes to be counted. I can understand that. But it was too much of a deficit to overcome. So, like I said, man, I want to make this video long, but Stacy Abrams has basically conceded the Georgia governor's race to Mr. Kemp. So Georgia's future, as far as governor goes, is now in the hands of Mr. Kemp. All right, so that it is what it is, man. We have a process we go through called an election. The elections take place. Whoever get the most votes win. In this case, Mr. Kemp received the most votes, no matter how he got them, no matter how much so-called allegedly voter suppression he engaged in. At the end of the day, his number was higher than hers, and that means he wins the race. Okay, so you know, it is what it is. Better luck next time, Mrs. Abrams. I mean, you put up a hard fight. Don't, you know, hold your head down in shame. You did pretty good. You did better than expected, but I know you don't want to hear that. You wanted to actually win, and that's understandable. But going forward, you know, make the changes necessary so this won't happen again. All right, man, that's all I have, man. Georgia now have a new governor in Mr. Kemp. Congratulations, Mr. Kemp. Do your thing. You know, I hope nobody's hoping you fail because of the election process, because if you fail, Georgians fail. So let's not get that way, people. It is what it is. It's now in place. She have conceded, so let's move forward and hope for the best. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video.